Hey Virgos, welcome and welcome back to the Honey Sea Star Tarot. So this is going to be our weekend read from February 21st through the 23rd. Before we get started though, I just wanted to say thank you guys to each and every one of you for all the ways that you love and support this channel. And so truly, I love you back. So let's see what's going on this weekend. So as we walk into the 21st, the moon is going to be in Sagittarius, which for Virgos, it brings a strong desire for adventure and freedom. It encourages us to take a more open-minded approach. And with the Knight of Wands here, this is where you are feeling creative. You are coming to the table with this weekend, career-driven, highly motivated, and also thriving on challenge. There's a lot of energy here with regards to the Cancer and the Leo energy here, where it really speaks to the heart and that fire within the heart, especially with that solar plexus. That really truly lets us stand in our power and know that we are strong and confident, but most importantly, we are enough. And so you're coming into this weekend in a really strong energy where you are standing in your Virgo power. You're standing in your energy as the High Priestess. And there's a victory about this. A lot of you have been probably with double Cancer here, dealing with some emotional aspects. This is where you're coming together in this weekend, coming into alignment, which does not surprise me with the 222 portal. But this is all about friendship, social success, communities, sincere allies, but also the knowledge and consciousness that unity is our strength. Now, with the moon in Sagittarius as well, this can bring on a push-pull for us Virgos. It's a dynamic between our inclination towards order, towards structure and balance, which is, Virgos and our Virgo power, but also the energy of the Sagittarian moon, which brings an urge for spontaneity and exploration. And this is where truly, as far as community comes into play here, as far as how you're approaching things, not only with your relationships, but with your action, particularly with your career development, this is where you are aligning to a new beginning. This is an early stage. There's new ideas, but it's a lot of creativity. And it really stems from your root chakra. This is where you are solid in your foundation. And more importantly, it's an environment where you're safe, where you feel safe and secure in who you are, why you're here, and in all parts of your life, shadow and light. And if that resonates, by all means, thank you. Share your story in the comments below. Because what I'm seeing here is you could have endured, especially with this emotional energy here coming in from this past week, as an overload, an exhaustion, maybe excessive pressure, responsibility, or two where you've just been overthinking, trying too hard, basically. That Sagittarian moon energy is going to give us some spontaneity, some transition to really stop overthinking, get out of the mind, into the body, and really look at exploring new avenues. And then, like I say, once you fly to those levels, once you expand that knowledge, that learning, that's where you're coming into that Virgoan energy with that push-pull dynamic that helps you create that organization out of chaos, that structure and balance. And so what I see in this with the Six of Swords is really truly that balance, that symmetry. It's finding that balance between those expansive ideas, that creativity of what you want to create, and taking that practical approach, but more importantly, to transition away from the exhaustion, from thinking or overthinking too hard, overbearing, like the excessive energy and responsibility that's really been zapping your energy, and instead moving away through a transition from difficult into healing, calmer waters. And if that resonates, by all means, put a heart in the comments below, because what I see here is, again, with the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands here as well, this is a fresh start. It'll breathe new life, new vitality, and new energy power for you. Now, what I see in this as well is that you've got Aries, you've got Taurin, and also the Geminian energy here. So there's a lot of fire, earth, and air here that's really igniting within you, igniting within your actions, and you're rising to the challenge. You're meeting those challenges, and you're standing in your health as your security. And as well, too, this is where it's like you are giving and receiving. You're raising your vibration, and how I would put it is you're giving with grace. You're giving all that you can with grace, and really being cognizant of coming to the table with elevation, coming to the table with that heart energy that really speaks towards that balance, that symmetry, that harmony, and more importantly, the integration of emotion and the acceptance of reciprocity through opposition, through opposites. What comes to mind here with the Six of Pentacles for me is always that there's a duality within each of us, right? More importantly, none of us are made alike. We all think differently. And so to raise those vibrations, to come to the table with that open mind, you may not always agree, but you can grow together, you can learn together. And by embracing those different perspectives, embracing those shadows, the unknowns, learning from each other, being open in your relationships in those ways, it basically, at the 18, it reduces to a 9. And so again, it reflects upon a new beginning. It reflects upon a completion of where there was chaos. Now there's organization. There's new ways of exploring things. Now, the moon is also going to be trine with Venus on the 21st. Venus is currently in Aries. I was about to say Sagittarian for some reason. But either way, Venus is in Aries. This brings us a sense of optimism, enthusiasm, and again, a desire for adventure and connection. That's where you're coming to the table as the King of Swords, in your articulation, in your discipline, but more importantly, in your ambitions. And this is, again, standing up in your professional environment, standing up in fairness, in justice, but also, too, in ethical action. And so it's basically like standing in the truth against misfortune, against clash, don't ask, I don't know why I can't talk today, clash of ambition, but instead seeing those things as they are, the delusionment, the fear of change, more importantly, new opportunities, new ways of thinking that are not yet known to you, and embracing that duality through your High Priestess power, through the balance of light and shadow, but more importantly, coming into alignment through that universal order. And I will say this is amazing because with Venus and Aries, it really promotes that honest communication. But it's important to remember that balance is key. And so when you come together, when it urges us with this trine to speak from the heart, to come together in connection through our vulnerabilities, through the depth of our relationships, through the depth of our emotion, it encourages us to also be more expressive. And so if you've been feeling any type of heart or throat chakra blockages, this trine is really going to help you with speaking your piece, speaking your mind, more importantly, though, speaking your heart. And again, though, balance is key. So be careful not to rush into any decisions or, before you consider all aspects, because again, the spontaneity and exploration from the Sagittarius moon is really going to give us that push and pull between our inclination of order, structure, and balance. And like I say, if that resonates, by all means, share your story in the comments below, and what you're overcoming, what you're working on, what you're healing through that duality connection, through embracing that open mind, and more importantly, that empathy, that compassion, because we have a very wonderful day this weekend. We have 222, which is the Starseed Ascension Portal. It's an energetic gateway that's associated with a heightened alignment. And so again, it's coming into that High Priestess power through the balance of temperance. And as you can see with the temperance, it's all about pouring one cup to the other. It's about finding that balance between the dualities, coming to the table and finding that center. And with the Starseed Ascension Portal, I'll do a separate reading on it, I promise. However, though, it's about heightened alignment, balance and harmony through cooperation, through partnerships, and through trust in the divine timing. But what's beautiful about it most is that it's a collective ascension. It's where we all come together in common goals and common movements, and standing up in our truth in collective consciousness for standing up for what's right. Not the 1%, but the whole 100%. What benefits everyone. And so it's really about successful win-win solutions through cooperation and partnerships. But it also is a sacred invitation to release resistance, deepen our connections, and step fully into our soul's purpose. And so this is where you are coming united with the divine, opening that portal, meditating with that portal, really connecting with that portal to focus on your work. And for Virgos, there's a lot of focus within this 222 portal for career growth focus, and then also improved work ethic through reflection, through refinement. But it offers us a potential of increasing our visibility. So don't be surprised if your work will be seen during this time, if there's opportunities that come in where you're really being recognized for your efforts and you're manifesting your goals. Your hard work is paying off, but more importantly, you're seeing those rewards. And it's through your creative adventures, it's through your creative energy, and it's through the opportunity of embracing change from the dark to the light, finding that balance and coming back to the center with it. And again, it's all about career growth focus through cooperation, through partnerships, and through common goals with a collective ascension. Now, if you're not feeling that way, if you've been feeling like you're alone, check out the Honey Sea Star store. So all of the designs that we have in there are meant to uplift, empower, and inspire you, but also to let you know that we here on this channel are with you. You are never alone. The divine is always with you. Your angels are always with you. Your ancestors are always with you. And we are here with you on this channel as well. Now, on the 23rd, Mercury is going to be trine with Mars. Mercury's in Pisces, which is our opposite sign. And for Virgos, we're really ruled by that Mercurian energy. And Mars is also in Cancer. And so you've got a lot of that emotional aspect as well. And so again, it offers us a heightened intuition to understand and also to respond to the emotions of others, leading with compassion, leading with empathy, but blending that emotional sensitivity with practical reason. And so that's very much, it's about embracing the power of the empath, right? We can feel each other. We can feel our connection and tune into others' emotions quite readily. And through that, we can understand people. But more importantly, this is where it's going to tie into your career growth, to your expertise. Because with the empath power, really, it's about the discernment in recognizing what energy is yours, what energy is being projected towards you, negative or positive, and more importantly, coming to alignment, coming to attunement through temperance, balancing that energy, transmuting the negative and utilizing that energy, pulling that energy and transmuting it into a positive, not only for yourself, but for others. And so again, this is where it's like it will really inspire you to focus diligently on your craft, focus on your education. You could be learning new tools as well, but also to really focusing on your goals, on your mastery, and on your expertise that you're meant to share, that you're really built to share in this world, for this world. And this is where you're coming to the table as the Queen of Cups. You know, you're coming to the table with that empath power. You're emotionally supportive, raising people up, utilizing your emotional strength, your emotional intelligence to really lead with compassion and empathy, but also grounding yourself as well through that practical reasoning, through that Virgoan energy. And so again, with the Queen of Cups, this is where it's like you're letting your intuition guide you. The connection with the divine is going to be quite powerful during this Starseed Ascension Portal, during this weekend altogether. And so don't be surprised that it deepens your connection with the divine, with divine's timing. And also, too, you can utilize this energy through envisionment, through manifestation, through meditation, sound baths, to align your energy and heal. And so if there's any type of trauma aspects, any type of emotional upset or upheaval or imbalance that you've been really struggling with during this time, this Ascension Portal is really going to uplift those energies, and it's an opportunity to really get back into that improved worth ethic. Get back into the reflection, the refinement. And so really utilizing the energies of the Earth's frequency, which is the 432, or also too utilizing Saturn's energy with 528, the elevation of love, will really help during this Starseed Ascension Portal, or Ascension Portal, especially with your meditation when it's done with frequencies and music therapy. And this is where change is going to be rushing towards you. This is an opportunity, and you're standing where you're literally standing in your power, coming to the plate with that bravery and with that calculated risk. But either way, you're utilizing the energy to really be led by the divine. If you had been having a lot of daydreaming, that's really what it's like. A lot of ideas have been in the mind, and you've been struggling with your work ethic to get them out into the 3D with your manifestation. This is where you're looking at your desires. You're looking at all the temptations on the plate that's at hand, that's in front of you, and you're basically being able, with this divine portal, where if you were torn between two choices, if you're faced with making difficult choices, feeling like you've been caught in the middle with manifestation, like I say, ideas in the mind, getting them into reality. This is where you're seeking enlightenment. You're looking at what has made you feel trapped, what has made you feel restrained, and instead you're coming to the table divinely aligned, and more importantly, focused on your career growth through the commitments, through your collective communication, and through your expression, speaking the heart, speaking the mind, being vulnerable in your emotional intelligence, and coming to deepen your connections. Also with divine, like with asking and telling the universe, manifesting with the universe of what it is that you truly want, and seeking and coming into alignment with that cooperation, through that cooperation, and in your partnerships and in your trust. And like I say, if that resonates, by all means, share your story in the comments below, put a heart in the comments below. Also, too, your support means the world. And so if this does resonate, more importantly, it'll likely resonate with somebody else. And so please like, share, subscribe. That way we can get this message out to as many Virgos as we can, build each other up, and more importantly, set each other up for success for this 222 portal. Now, Spirit, what additional messages do you have from our spirit animals to help us walk through this weekend, walk through this ascension portal? Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Oh, this is beautiful. All right. So right away we pulled the giraffe, which is the visionary. And so this is about spirit guiding you, the divine guiding you to rise above earthly matters. Glide through the life with glide through your life with grace. Again, this is about giving with gratitude, giving with grace and gratitude, because you will be able to see the right path when you're aligned. Stand tall, and stand tall in your self-worth, because loving with a big heart, loving with the big heart that you are gifted with, that you're born with, really gives you that power of being a visionary. And this is the gift that you're meant to spread throughout the world. And more importantly, this is about rebirth. And so if you had been feeling like you were stagnated, caught from trauma, really prevented or restricted from traumas, from past traumas, this is about rebirth. Spirit is reminding you that you can reinvent yourself. You can be open to the rewards of change as long as you allow it. You have the brilliance to share with the world. You have the mastery to share with the world. Love every part of your journey, because your journey is your story, and that truly is the gift that you're meant to share with us. That is your legacy that you're meant to leave us with, and more importantly, what you're meant to utilize to change minds, to open minds. And so, like I say, this is an absolute beautiful time. This 222 portal, this Starseed Ascension Portal, is going to be so crucial, and more importantly, it's enlightening, it's realigning with all of us in a collective ascension where we come together and stand for the good of all, not just ourselves. And so I did also want to just go ahead and pull the Major Arcana. I mean, this is really beautiful. I mean, as a synopsis for this reading, it's basically embracing that duality, being guided through your intuition, coming into alignment, and stepping through the portal. I mean, this is about completion of one test, and more importantly, coming into a higher consciousness, a purification, to walk forward in a new beginning, light as a feather, without those traumas really lowering your vibration and holding you back. And more importantly, stepping into that High Priestess Power. Like I say again, this is about balance, partnerships, wisdom, universal order. Universal order is the big one here on this. Now, if you do music therapy, like I say, 432 hertz will really help. 528 is the signal of love, or the vibration of love, and so that'll absolutely help with raising your vibrations. But if you do music improv as well, focus on the chords of B and G sharp. That'll really help you with realigning those chakras, because what I'm seeing here is quite a bit of the third eye. And again, too, the Starseed Ascension Portal is the third eye portal. It's the collective ascension of opening that third eye, connecting with the universe through your intuition, holding your vision for your future without attachment, and allowing yourself to dream as big as the universe. And so if you're feeling stagnated in that way, if you're feeling restricted in that way, if you're feeling like you've been lacking creativity, utilize G sharp and B to really focus on your sound meditations. Focus on opening and realigning that third eye so that you can be open to receive the messages, the guidance that's really meant to lead you along this portal, along the way through this portal. And then color therapy wise, what we've got here is a lot of indigo and a lot of magenta. With those purples, it's all about divine realignment. It's all about divine regality and royalty. And so reminding ourselves that we are the divine in flesh and bone, aligning with the fact and reminding ourselves that we are light and we are shadow. We are light and dark. We are all shades of color and all shades of gray. That didn't sound right. All tones of color and all shades of gray. There we go. But either way, this is about that partnership, embracing every bit of energy, even the dark matter, even the energy that surrounds us, to attune and to align through that balance as we walk into this portal. That'll really help. So try embracing those colors as well. And so I truly hope this message helps, and I am sending you all my love and light through this Starseed Ascension Portal. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you in the next reading.